we are going to create from scratch a program that converts from hexadecimal to decimal. Yes, there are way easier ways to do this, but it's fun to build it from scratch, and that's what I'm going to do here. So, reminder, what is a decimal number? So if I have the number 32, x equals 32 in decimal, let's write it as DEC. This really means 3 times 10 plus 2 times 1, 1. And so that's the tens place, that's the ones place. We have, in general, I'm going to write it backwards. I have 10 to the 0, 10 to the 1, 10 to the 2, 10 to the 3. And so this is going to be 10 to the 0 is 1, 10 to the 1 is 10, 10 to the 2 is 100, 10, you get the idea. So these are our place values in the decimal system. And then we have numbers 0 to 9. Now, in hexadecimal, we have different numbers. We have 16 numbers, not 10. Those are 10 numbers, 0 to 9. We have 0, 1, 2, comma, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I'm counting all the way. 8, 9. Yes, I'm still counting. What comes after 9? A. What comes after A? B, C, D, E, F. So we have more digits. So but what if I write a number in hexadecimal? What if I write the number 1A? What does that mean? Well, just like up here, I have 16 to the 0, 16 to the 1, 16 to the 2. I'm not going to write that one out because I don't even know what it is in my head. I can calculate it. So this is, I ran out of room. This is 1's place. This is the 16's place. Okay, 16 squared is, 256 or something? 16 squared equals 256. So that's 256 place. Okay, it doesn't really make sense to in that we don't think about numbers that way because we've been thinking about base 10 so much. So what does this mean? This 1a, x equals 1a, this means I have 1 of this place, 16, so it's 1 times 16 plus how many of the ones place will have? I'll have a. What does that even mean? Well, a is really the 10th number, or it's the 11th number, but it's 10. So I'm going to have 10. So this is going to be 16 plus 10 equals 26. Let's do one more that's a little bit more complicated, and I'll have to use my calculator. I'll even do a 3. I'll do a base 3, okay, or 3 digit. So let's say x equals a to f. So how do we calculate that? How do we convert that into decimal? Well, I'm going to take the a is 10. So it's 10 times that place value, which is 256, plus 2 times the 16 value place, plus f. F is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus 15. So let's do this in the calculator. Yeah, you can't even see that. Look at that. There you go. You can't see that. Let's see. Put it right. Okay, you're just going to have to deal with it. Clear 10 times 256. I could have done that in my head, but I didn't. Plus 2 times 16 plus 15 equals 2607 in decimal. So what we want to do is to put a number in Python and then do this process manually so we can get something like that. So I can enter in something and turn into a decimal number. And I will show you at the end. I have a binary program that I've already made. I'm going to start with that. And I should have included the Python code to translate it already, but I didn't. So okay, let's jump over to Python. We're going to start. I'm going to show you my binary program, and then we're just going to change it. And we do need to make some special changes, but we're going to change it. And I will give you the code. Okay, so this, I am using WebVPython and Trinket. This will work on any Python because I don't use anything special that's Python. If you want to copy this code, the link for this code will be down below. You can click it and it'll show this just like this. Well, I'm going to change it. It'll show you the changed code. Do not copy Web vPython 3.2. That's just for this online thing. So don't copy that. But the rest of the stuff will work just fine. This is my binary program. I'm going to run it. So it takes a binary number and it converts it to that decimal number. And we did something similar, right? So in binary, we have the numbers 0 and 1. But then I just have right here that first, let's make this a little bit bigger. That first digit is the ones place, 2, 4, 8, 16, so forth like that. So this just says 0, 1, 0, 2s, 1, 4, 0, 8s, 1, 16, and I add them all up. So let me show you how this program works, and then we're going to change it. So that's my initial, I just enter that manually. You could do user input, and they have to say, what's your number? And you type it in. And they could type in something like, your face is a cat. And it says, I don't know how to do that. So you could do all this error checking and everything, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to assume that I'm going to put a real hexadecimal number in there, and I'm not going to check that it's okay. The whole process of checking things is, much more complicated. This is a list, and what I'm going to do is I need to take this and break it into individual pieces. I'm going to put it into a list. And that's what I do right here. So this for I in string B, it turns B into a string, and then it goes through each element in that, and it calls it I, and it adds it to the list as an integer, which we're going to have to work on. And then it just prints that binary number. This is so what I need to do is to go through that list and find its place value so I can multiply its factor by the place. So I need to know the length of the list. And I want to start it at 0, so I subtract 1. And this is my decimal number denum. I'm going to go through each number, multiply it by its place value, and add it to the total. And that's what this does right here. So this just says for I in range. Range is a way of saying how far do you want to go. But I basically want to go through the number values of that list BB. And this is the key right here. Right? So BBI is the ith element in that list. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I multiply it by 2 raised to the power of where it's at. And that's the place value. And I need to change that because I don't have base 2, I have base 16. Okay, let's just change this. I'm going to call these H's now, just because it's hexadecimal. And I'm gonna put a hex number. And I'm just going to make something easy, because we did 1A, right? I know that's 26. So I know the answer, so when I can run it, I know what to expect. And let's call this HH. Well, let's just call it A. Yeah, HH. Let me see right here. I'm converting hexadecimal. I'm converting hexadecimal to decimal. Hexadecimal to decimal. That's what I want. Okay. So I'm just making sure I'm doing the right thing. So the other thing right here, this is actually, it won't work, right? Because if I do 1A, Python's going to go, I don't know what you're talking about. Is that a number or is that a string? So I need to tell it. It's a string. I'm going to put quotes around it. So it's a string. A string is text and numbers, whatever you want. It's not a number because Python's like, A doesn't really make sense to me. So here, I'm going to go through I in string H, and I want to add those letters to a list. Or numbers. I want them as numbers. But the problem is it could be a letter, right? It could be a number or it could be a letter. If I did int I, it would take that string and turn it into an integer and add it. But what if I have A? And I don't know what, A is not an integer. So let's see, this is going to be HH. Oh, I did say that, HH. HH is just my list number. HH. HH. Okay, so this won't really work. Let's just run it anyway. So I'm going to comment all this stuff just temporarily. And these comments, these quote comments don't work in all Pythons, but that's fine. And this is going to be string h. So let's just print HH and see if it actually gives anything. So you see nothing happened. And down here it says, I don't understand the number A. So there's no way to do that. Now if I do just I, it will work. See, because it's like, okay, I can add numbers, I can add letters. I can add letters to the list. And it did 1A. So we have it as a list. But we want them all as actual numbers. And we don't want A. Instead of A, I want to put a 10. So let's do this. X equals, let's say, if I equals A, then X equals 10. Else X equals I. And then I'm going to add X. So it's going to go through, if I get an A, don't put A, put 10. Okay, otherwise it's fine. And now this actually needs to be integer, right? Because I is an actual string thing. That one's already an integer. So now I have a list with 1 and 10. That's what I want, right? Now I need to take into account all the other possible options. So I'm going to say else if I, now this equal is it equal, not it is equal. That's a Python thing. If it's B, then X equals 11. If it's C, then X equals 12. Else if I is D, X equals 13. Else if I equals, what's the next? A, B, C, D, E. You can forget these things sometimes, it happens. Then X equals 14, and we got one more. Else if I equals F, X equals 15. Otherwise, it's just whatever number you put there. Okay, it should do the same thing, right? Because I didn't change the input number. It's still 1A. I should still get 1 and 10. And then we can change that later, but let's just check. Okay, let's try BEF, right? So that should be 11, 14, 15. Is that right? So if I put in BEF, 11, 14, 15. So it did convert those to actual numbers. Now we can use those numbers in our mathematical calculations. I wanted to go back to 1A because I know the answer there. 1. If you put in something that's not a hexadecimal number, then that's your own fault. Okay. So now we can go back down here and do the same thing that we did before. I'm going to change this to hex number, just so we can print it out and we know we're all on the same thing. I'm going to make a comparison. Now I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. And I need the length of the list, but it's HH, not BB. I need my decimal number. It's the same thing. I'm going to do for I in range length HH. That's the same thing. Dnum is dnum plus HHI times 16 to the n I minus 1. Because we're base 16. So I'm going to take each one of those values, multiply it by its place value to the 16th power, a 16th of that power, and then add that in there. And this is going to convert to decimal. Decimal number is dnum. Okay, so if it works, remember 1A is 26. So we should get 26. Let's run it. I should save it, shouldn't I? Save. Run. 26. It worked. Now, we don't need to print out that list. So where do I do that? I'll just comment that out. So, and you can put comments in here. You can make this thing super nice, but I'm just doing super not nice. Now, there is a way to actually check your value. There's a built-in function. I'm going to say print Python decimal, because it's good to check. I did that one case I want to check. So if I have my string up here, H, I can print that as a decimal number. It will convert it from hex to decimal. So I say print int H base 16. I think that's it, or do I have to put say string? I think that's right. So if you make it an integer and you tell it what base it is, it'll do the conversion for you. And you think, well, then why'd you write this whole program? I wrote it because it was fun. Okay. Run. Done. Okay, now let's try some crazy numbers. Let's do F1A E2. I don't even know what that number is. But the thing is that these two are the same. That's the important thing. So it works. We converted from a hexadecimal number to a decimal number. Now I'm going to make the next program. It's going to be to convert a decimal number to a hexadecimal number. And we did that with Python. We did that with binary. We're going to do it with hex. So I'm going to make that one next.